people that are new or haven't been here for a while, they will know exactly what to do. So let's get down to newcomers. Now first, returnees. Sorry, shoot. Returnees. We have Margot, no name, Thomas. Get yourself a drink.
Returnees.
And come out.
That's true.
We have Susanna Round. Get yourself a drink. They don't know that is today. And we have Le Shit. Get yourself a drink. And we have Putin. Oh, again. We have Scrambled Egg. Scrambled Egg, returnee. You haven't been here for 3 weeks. Oh, that's it. 2 weeks is enough to be a returnee. We have Barbara Shio, no name.
She was here last week before last.
Okay, well, no returnee. No returnee. Okay. We have Stefan.
All right, bugger off.
Stefan, get yourself a drink. And we have Skip to the Loo. Where is he? All the way from Switzerland, USA. All right. Okay. So now, newcomers, we have a grand total of 1 newcomer today. Colby Price. With a surname like that, we got a little problem. Get yourself a drink. We have a lot of prices. This is a priceless hash. Get yourself a drink. Okay, where are you from?
Seattle.
Seattle.
He's
the
from
rain
El
town.
Escorial.
Okay, are you a visitor or are you living in
I live here in El Escorial.
In Escorial? So you're going to come to other runs that are not in Escorial as well?
Yeah,
Or?
it's possible, yeah.
Possible. Okay, good. Welcome to the hash. We sing you a little song when we finish.
Who brought him?
Yeah, that's right. Introduce you.
Dag.
Dag. Scramble.
I'm going on there for
Come on,
you.
get a drink. This is what you get for bringing. Hey, you get free beer for bringing you hash. Okay, we're going to sing you a little song when we get to the words down, down, down. Drink it down. If you can't drink it down, you put it on that. Head.
Pour all your head.
Right, so here's the newcomers.
It's the newcomers, the true blue. They are lost to so they say, hang a long way.
I'll check if I put the phone in.
Of course, we have the hairs today, yes. Now, Lourdes, no name for not much longer. Martin, I believe, yes.
I'm sad bastard.
There were a couple of remarks made this week in the Spanish Parliament. One of which was by the president of this noble country, who said after reading his speech, we all know what she does for a living, right? After reading his speech, he said, "Vaya coñazo que les he soltado." Now, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's inspiration in it for a name. I don't know. Perspective. We can call her VC, like Vaya coñazo, or like Luna's Water. I don't know. That wasn't your speech. You didn't write it. No.
No, I didn't.
You were.
Of course she didn't.
Oh, God.
You never write the bad one.
And sad bastard. So, what do you think of the run today? There was some comments here about no flower at the Silla de Felipe. People actually didn't see the.
Because there were too many people.
There were too many.
No excuse. No excuse.
Okay, so we ran all the way up to the Silla de Felipe without seeing the Silla de Felipe.
Right by.
But anyway, I found the Silla somewhere else. It was no problem. Okay, so here's the very good run.
It's the hairs, they're true blue. They have lost it true and true. They are husband, so they say. Never get ever do a long, long way.
Okay, other things. One more thing before I give way for a little while to our friend the RA here, who's getting very impatient. He can't get out of this circle today. We had a birthday girl. Kostov! Kostov, boy, come out here. Get yourself a drink. Okay, we had a birthday girl. In fact, some people. Happy 16. It was quite interesting. More niggas, will you come out here for a second? Now, I'm not partial. I mean, maybe I'm not very. Get yourself myself a drink. Maybe I'm not an objective person here, but
Really?
this woman actually.
Oh, I'm wearing my bikini, by the way.
Get closer.
Drink with
No,
distraction
because
is the RA.
Patience in the way anyway.
Can you zoom in?
This young is
Patience in the
now.
way.
Get out of the way, Hector can't zoom in on the bikini.
Okay, can you do that again, please? Yeah, zoom in.
Mark, get out of the way.
Get the pictures. You're not going to do it very long, really, right?
One, two, buckle my shoe. Yeah. Come on. You got that? No, it wasn't working. It wasn't running.
Yeah, that's it.
Battery's flat. Do that again. Battery's flat. Okay. This lady here at the party started to, how do you say that? Feed drinks to my darling wife.
She was only gone when I got there. Mark.
3 or 4 margaritas later, they were performing a lesbian act on the sofa. And 4 or 5 margaritas later, I was carrying her on my shoulders back home. It was a great party. Anyway, so here's to birthday parties. Happy birthday to you. Okay, we also have a couple of announcements.
Down.
Finish?
I will do my announcement first, and then I will hand over to the RA for a little while. The announcement.
And we've got free bar, free drinks all evening, about 6,000 pesetas if you're a hasher with at least 10 runs. So please get your name into Godmother, or to Alien Sex, or to Monica's, or whatever, okay? It'll be a good night.
Okay.
I got to talk to you about this.
Right there. I've got an announcement as well. We've got an announcement today.
Okay, here's the.
Shut up. Anything you want, Jim? Obviously, most of you know that I'm organising a rugby match against the Lions on the 6th of April.
That's the Madrid Lions.
The Madrid Lions, not the British Lions, I forgot. Well, actually, I'm thinking about putting in a couple of real Lions. Get rid of a few of you.
Can we have some Christians too?
You're all the Christian. What do you mean? But what I need to know is if you're definitely available, because everybody keeps telling me, oh no, I'm going to be away that weekend. No, I'm working that weekend. I don't want to organise a match and have nobody to play.
Well,
Okay?
you did on Saturday.
Well, you know. That's Madeleine for you.
When is it?
That's the 6th of April. Okay? If you can play, if you'd like to play, let me know. Most of you should have received an email from you. If not, then...
Is anybody going to explain the rules beforehand?
Yes. Obviously,
I don't know the rules.
if anybody would like to play and would like to have a training session beforehand, I can organise one sometime in the week.
And for those of you playing rugby, can you please have your money in before you play on the 6th, okay? Because, we don't want any problems on collection. Right.
Okay, so here's the announcement.
I've got an announcement. And wait a minute.
Hi, sorry.
Give her a beer.
Get a beer.
I've got something to say that probably is not going to be typical hash stuff. And usually I'm pretty much in the background.
Forget it then.
But I'm going to go ahead and say it because it's bothered me a great deal. This is the 3rd country I've been in hashing. And some things happened 3 weeks ago that upset me terribly. And I usually would have just kind of let it roll, but I think it was extremely inappropriate. And maybe some other people felt the same way. And I apologize in advance for the newcomers that are here because maybe they shouldn't be hearing this. But I think if you're going to be part of this club, things like that do happen. And I'd like to talk to you a little bit about my feelings on the topic of gossip and how it affects people directly, what consequences there are to it, not only to the person being gossiped about, but perhaps the spirit of the feeling of the hash. And what happened last weekend in Javia is I think of the gossiper maybe like gossip, like a physical thing, like a snake. It's very interesting to watch, and sometimes it's a lot of fun, and it's fun to participate in it, but it certainly has consequences on the person who's being gossiped about. And it turns something, a very nice situation, like I had, like a date with somebody, a very innocent dinner date and a lunch date, and I know I'll get ridiculed again for somebody. It's not something that people may agree with, but at least I'm not here.
David?
No, let me finish. Let me finish. So it turns in something very innocently, and I come back from Javia, and I'm in a completely different context, nothing to do with a hash. And the first comment I hear is you've got a lover, which is not. I'm going to be turning 46 next month. It's not a big deal to me if I had done that, but I hadn't. So it's something that bothered me, and it just continued. And this person not only was ridiculed, but continued to call me up, and I haven't seen him since then. But now I am dating somebody with a small child, a Spanish person, and I would be very leery about bringing that person into this group and feeling exactly what happened last time. Now, there are going to be other women that maybe are not as strong, and maybe this is a popularity contest. My son's has gotten accepted into 6 schools, and I told him the only thing is please don't join a fraternity. I never would have joined it, because I wouldn't join something where I can't be myself. Okay, and I thought the hash was something where people were allowed to be different and were respected, especially women. And I think when gossip turns into malicious, turning people feeling bad or feeling like they're in a popularity contest, then perhaps I don't belong in this club. And then I thought, well, maybe perhaps the person that took that type of initiative, maybe some other people should take some other type of leadership. And maybe we should look at ourselves in a club and see how we're making people feel. Now, I spoke to this person in person with a lot of courage, and I said, listen, I go directly to the source. What's happening here? I'm getting calls from people. I'm getting comments that are so derogatory. You've got breast implants. You've got, KY jelly crud shit. And I'm thinking, who are my friends here? Do I have some people sticking up for me? Do I have some people saying, hey, that's off limits? That's lack of respect. That's incorrect behavior. Does anybody have the courage to say, that's just not done? Do we exclude people? Do we play these silly kind of fraternity games that are cruel and mean and vicious? Do we try to destroy people where they feel bad, where they don't want to come to a club? Do we do that? Well, I'm asking that now. I'm usually pretty soft-spoken. I am in the background. And I'm very polite, but I'm a very modest person. And I haven't liked the comments. They've been insulting and they've been ridiculous. And people need to say something, because are we just a crude little fraternity club where we just go around making people feel bad? Well, I think of like the snake. I'm pretty good at defending myself. And let that person have a little courage to go against their opponent face to face, instead of going behind people's back when somebody's not here and jeering at them and ridiculing them. Because I'm pretty tough at defending myself, but I'd like to see maybe there's some other woman here, some Spanish woman or Japanese woman, that's not going to have the courage to either defend herself. And I'd like to see a little leadership direction, a little different feeling in this club. Now, I started going to the Arawak on Saturday. I ran 14 kilometers and I went to another place, and I've met a nice guy. And I can't bring him here. I just think with great trepidation. And maybe some other people, maybe you don't bring your boss, maybe somebody who works for ASNAR or works for a big company is going to be leery about bringing somebody here, because somebody's going to be putting their pants down and sticking their ass in somebody's face at the dinner table in front of little kids. And it wasn't appropriate, and it embarrassed the crap out of me. And maybe nobody's saying anything. They're saying, my gosh, it's so damn puritanical. I'm not.
Well, you've been coming to the hash for 6 months. I've got no idea what you're talking about.
Well,
no idea. I've never done any gossip in my life.
People do know what she's talking about. So let her talk.
Let me speak up.
You don't know what she's talking about.
Been to the hash for 6 months.
Let me finish.
But she's had her say.
Let me finish.
This is a long speech.
Okay, hash. Okay, finish up.
Let me finish up. Let me wrap up.
Finish up. Okay,
Can I
hash.
have the last word?
Okay.
Can I
Yes,
have the
you can
respect?
finish. Hash.
I don't usually speak.
Well said.
Hash.
What I'd like to do is food for thought, and maybe this is not what I want to say. We've had a great run, but maybe it's time to think about what impression we give other people. And when we do gossip, and when it is malicious, and when we ask the person to stop and they don't, I'd like to find out. And this is it's too bad the people that didn't go to Javier, they're saying, what is she talking about? I'm going to preserve the other person's dignity. I'm not going to say who it was and what. I'm just saying I'd like to be treated with a little bit more respect, and I think other women would too. One, and I think we need to look at our club a little bit more and do some other things. This is a great running club. I love the running, but it didn't make me feel good.
Okay.
And that's it.
International hash. Thank you very much.
Okay. Right.
Well, I didn't know she was going to do that, didn't I?
There is no space
I
for
started
gossip.
filming
No,
because
there's
you was
space
out
for
there.
gossip. It's fun, but not
No,
malice.
Okay.
my view, and if you don't like it, you shouldn't be here. That's my view. So, I want to call out.
The shed of the week, Paul.
Huh?
I think you should take the shed of the week with a lot of this.
We can nominate him. We can nominate him.
I don't mind doing that. I would like to call out Cunning Stunt,
Good choice, good choice.
Scrambled Egg,
Whoa!
Shakespeare, and Foghorn Leghorn.
How come there's no women in there?
Because this is the axis of evil. Although there's 4 of them,
Can't
it's
see
still the
anything
axis
on
of
your
evil.
tree.
Full Monty.
I've learnt a lot today.
Well, people mind stop walking around.
You can't do that. You cannot do that.
Camera.
No, I can do that myself.
Yeah, it's about 3
I
times you
want
got
to
your
thank
arse on
these
camera
people
now.
for giving me a history lesson up on the top of that hill. I would like to thank them very much because this is the way the conversation went. We're looking down the beautiful monument, one of Spain's pride and joys, El Escorial, and the conversation went something like this. Cunning Stunt says, look at that building. Such a crap example of architecture shows what a prick Philippe II was. That's what he said.
You're paraphrasing here.
Oh, no, I'm not. No. Scrambled Egg says, name me one king who wasn't crap. Shakespeare says Burger King. And then Foghorn Leghorn says...
Nat King Cole.
Nat King Cole. Any more kings? And then Foghorn Leghorn lends this historical lesson by saying, did you know that prick lost the Armada from there? So thank you very much, gentlemen. I never knew any of
Something else
this.
he said from there.
Huh?
While standing on the balcony looking at the bill for Panama's fortifications, he said, it's so big and costs so much, why the fuck can't I see it? There you go, you didn't know he said that, didn't you?
No, I didn't actually. Right, okay. Let's
said it in those words too.
Did you also know that he was Philip the First of England?
Yes, Mary Queen of Scots, I believe. Married first. Let's have history lesson!
Here's the history lesson, ain't true blue. They the bastards through and through. They are Hashmen, so they say. Never get down in a long, long way.
Case,
Towel over there.
do you have anything?
People don't think
Do you have anything more?
Prick of the week. Yeah, you have awards.
Excuse me, this is beginning to weigh.
Awards, yes, of course.
Hello.
Yes, of course. We have the prick of the week, for
Get him
example.
there.
Yes. The circle is disintegrating here very rapidly. Can you guys come closer a bit?
I want to make an announcement.
Okay, here we go. Shut up. Prick of the week, who are you going to give it to?
Okay.
I think this is going to go to Ash.
Oh, why?
What the fuck for?
Find out, get it and find out.
All right.
Eating all the beer and the beer stock.
There must be a reason. Sex on the house. Wait a minute.
Why?
Okay. Why?
Yeah, why? Yeah, why?
Well, I mean, apart from the fact that, I mean, it's obvious. I've been told that he and other people were sitting on the beer stop from a distance saying, hey guys, the beer's over here.
They were.
Yes, he was. I saw it.
They were, you
And when
mate.
everyone got to the beer stop, they drank from the beer and there was nothing to tell them. Everyone
There was a beer stop?
Good choice.
Okay. Whoa. So, the tits, where are the tits this week? Here we go.
Well, they're wandering around on somebody they look natural on.
Okay, who are you going to give the tits to?
Just so we go to Paul.
Paul.
From the Christy gave me. He will remember this. He will shy away.
Okay, hush.
I found him out the other week and he says, I'm in London. He says, I've just had a date. He says to me, he says, this mating club I've joined, this dating club I've joined. Going all the way to London to have a date.
Don't mention my dates, right?
Why don't you take your hat off?
Don't be silly. South African, they don't do things like that. Not in public.
Do we get one for new shoes as well?
Yeah, but I doubt you'll get much of a drink out of them.
It won't hold any beer though, this is the problem.
It's alright, we can pour the beer through them.
Okay, so here's the trophies.
Here's the trophies, they're true blue. They lost it through and through. They Hashmen, so they say. Never all over.
You ever put this on the web?
I can't do that. Spill it. I don't have a way to do
And
it.
finally,
I've got it on
finally
videotape.
for the GM part anyway. Scrambled eggs. Come on here, get yourself a drink.
It's your day.
Software.
Okay,
My computer is
this man,
rather slow.
scrambled egg, is being a Rodriguez this weekend. Good man.
A what?
A Rodriguez.
What is that?
That means you are a bachelor, a single man while your wife is away. And his comment at the beginning of the run, or whenever it was, I don't give a fuck, was, he says, what a weekend. I've been banging and screwing all weekend.
Oh, really?
He also said sawing and nailing. But apparently he's been having a very good time this weekend while his wife.
Right? The rest of you have religion.
He's got IKEA, you know. He's got IKEA. So, okay, so here's to IKEA.
There I go.
He's true blue, he's lost through and through. He's a husband, so they say. Right, scrambled eggs, stay in the circle, please.
Good choice, good
All right, can you put the tits on, please?
On me.
You're supposed to be wearing them.
I am.
It is.
Oh, right, you want these ones then?
We can only tell the difference because those are hairy.
Scrambled egg, come out here, please. Stop mucking about. Environmental unfriendly action, sir. Going around headbutting trees. I don't think that's allowed, is it? It's a bit like destroying a wall.
It's a Swedish thing.
You were seen doing it. Why did you do it?
He's autistic, that's why.
He's testing the wood.
Is the tree okay? Is the tree okay?
Is the tree okay, mate?
Yeah, it's in the trees.
I have to say at this point, there was a conversation happened 2 weeks ago, and I overheard this. There's Foghorn Leghorn talking today. Instead of saying, you're dyslexic, aren't you? He said, you're autistic, aren't you? He did say that. He did say that, didn't he? And I heard it in my own ears. But are you?
Yeah.
Anyway, spoons!
Good choice.
She left.
Oh, God, do you know why she left? She had new shoes on. Not only did she have new shoes on, she deliberately made them dirty and wore old shoelaces in the shoes.
Low class.
That's why she's there.
Well, have it next week.
Yeah, we will.
Foghorn, come out here.
Good choice.
Come on.
Good choice.
Come on, mate. Misuse of haberdashery. You were seen cleaning your car, and there's the proof. There's a piece of haberdashery hanging from your car. You cleaned your car with a hash t-shirt.
Oh!
Well, we all do. We use old t-shirts to clean your car.
Right. Excuse me.
I don't have the records. I'm improvised.
Right, well look, these are the only two choices because Case has used up all my other ones. Putin was in there. Ever Ready was in there. So we're going to have it between these two. So we'll make it short and sweet.
He's autistic, this guy, okay?
Let's have it for...
Autism.
Hold it just a second. Excuse me!
I think you have some other candidates.
Let's hear it for environmentally unfriendly. Let's hear it for abusing haberdashery by cleaning his car.
Wait a minute, we have the bedpan right there.
Where did that come from?
My car.
Okay.
Where have you been?
It was missed last week.
Let's hear it for Sizzle Week. Here's the shit, he's true blue. He's a bastard through and through. He's a husband, so they say.
No, not allowed. God damn it, drink it.
Get him.
No. Drink it. That's it. Now you can use the towel.
Restaurant directions, please, sir.
What about your song?
Song!
Who's doing it? Oh, bollocks.
We don't want that.